Can't afford any more, but that's okay. I don't think I'd be able to afford any more if I wanted to. I don't need to, because I've already got everything I need. Plus some insurance in case I run short. Just fill out the remainder of his abilities here. And we'll just fucking beat this. Fucking do it. Hello, Rabbit Mario. I want to make you as my backup in case this initial plan doesn't work. Could technically do that. While we power up the Rabbit Mario, I'll tell a short story. Got a pair of work shoes that I've been wearing for... Is it coming up on 2 years now? I think it might be coming up on 2 years. And these shoes are shot to hell. And I'm waiting for them to either to explode. They're not going to explode. Unless I hit something and rip them completely, you know, the rubber from the shoe. Or if I wear through the bottoms of the shoe and they start to poke into the actual portion of where my foot/sock is. So, plan is after Lent, I'm going to retire these shoes regardless. They don't make it that far, that's fine. I've got a pack-up pair already, ready to go. They do make it that far, which I do expect them to make it another 30 or so days. Then I will retire them at the end of Lent, and I will start wearing my new work shoes. I work in a factory setting is how I should put it. And I need steel-toed shoes if I want to go out onto the floor, which I have to do. Don't have to do, but I choose to do in order to pick up stuff and deliver stuff to the floor. Paperwork-wise, that is. Ooh, here's another story for you. Work-related story. We implemented a new phone system. Okay. Our old phone system was hooked up much like a phone system you would expect to be hooked up, like, you know, into the wall, you know, with a phone line. That's not what I wanted to happen either. Alright, so let's put the challenge. We're gonna put Luigi on his most weakest weapon. I can't possibly do that ever again. And, yeah, we'll finish that one off. I didn't actually anticipate his, thing to pop. So we'll just switch to this one. It guaranteed won't pop. And that should be it for this mission, I hope. Unless I'm miscalculating. Anyways, get back to my story. So we're going to a different phone system. Old phone system was hooked up like a traditional landline phone in the wall, you know, with a phone cord and a hard phone. And our new phone system is internet based, so it's not hooked into the wall, it's through our computers. And for whatever reason, they decided that, you know, even though I get lots of phone calls, I didn't need a hard phone. They gave everybody else in accounting / customer service, and that's how you do this mission. A hard phone, but I didn't get one. So I've been trying to figure out the best way to get myself hooked up. Yeah, so if that had not worked and I had needed to get a little closer, I would have used my extra move, Itchy Feet, with Mario or Luigi, and I would have done it. Now, take a look here and see what our next thing is. Next challenge, that is. Next challenge is to find the statue and put it on this pedestal. I need a something. Probably gonna come from over here, I think. But I need a statue. Hey, statue? What I need. Can take that, good. One by me. Mushroom back here, good. And now we have a new challenge. Ooh, another hard challenge. These are my favorite kind of challenges, hard. Escort the toad in 10 turns. This is some horse shit. Where does the toad? Oh, the toad's gotta go there. This one isn't as nearly as difficult as I think it is. You're gonna use your hero characters to distract the chain chomps. Let them take the chain chomp damage while you maneuver Toad as far forward as you possibly can get, but that's not going to happen right off the bat. I'm actually going to restart this mission and then we'll do it correctly on the second attempt. Getting back to my earlier story about our phone system. So they don't have a hard phone, that's fine. I'm gonna do what everybody else that doesn't have a hard phone is, which is essentially to forward, is to either download the app and answer the phone through the app system on my cell phone, or to have some sort of headset hooked up to my computer so I can answer it via that way. The reason I'm telling this story is because they did not get a hard phone for shipping either. And sometimes customer service wants to talk to the shipping department. And the options for talking to the shipping department is gone from, well, you call them on the phone. Call them at their extension, that is. Or you page them and they'll call you. To, well, they don't really want to, they don't want their cell phones. They don't want to download these apps so that it rings on their cell phone. And they don't have a hard phone. And our paging system is not currently set up. So instead of being able, like I said, to call them at their extension, you know, your only option, short of them being mandated to download this app onto their personal cell phones, is to either A, get them a hard phone for their area. They haven't done that yet. B, like I said, force them to have at least one person with the app on it so they contact the shipping department. D, which would be paging, but the paging isn't working yet because they haven't hooked it up yet to our paging system. Or D, in this case, is the current way they have to go about doing it, which is go out onto the, you know, take a message, go out onto the floor, and ask them in person. Because even if our paging system was working, they have no way to reach the people in customer service because they don't have an inside phone line. They only have their outside phones. They would have to then call our main number in order to get in contact, which again, they don't want to use their personal phones for company use. And the company's not going to get them a cell phone per se, when they can just download the app to their phone. Essentially forward it to their phone. So, a little mind-boggling here in terms of, you know, what did they think was going to happen? Why didn't they plan for this? And why, you know, if they told these guys this, that they needed to download this app, did they not get the feedback from them before switching the phone system? Or was this just something that we wanted to do and fuck the consequences, you know? But, I don't know. Sort of a weird tangent story that I'm sure will get solved somehow. It doesn't really affect me per se, so I care, but it's hard to, yeah, that doesn't work on chain chomps, unfortunately. So let's restart the mission here. I think I gotta maximize my gentleman here. So let's get some guys in place here. So to battle headquarters here. Switch up for you. I guess you. Weapon selection, let's put Luigi back on his big boy weapon. I'm gonna do that off screen, but I'm gonna reassign their skills here. Basically because certain things are more expensive than others, meaning that if I'm gonna spend I don't want to block Toad though, but let's put Rabbid Peach here so that he can't move, and then I'll still have a way to move Toad out of the way. Because the chain chomps do flat 75 damage. So essentially I'm just serving up Rabbit and Mario steaks for the chain chomps to gnaw on until I can get Toad out of their vicinity. I'm gonna put you here or here. I think those are actually the only two squares where he's safe before I get a move next turn. We'll put him into a safe corner. Rabbit Luigi on the next turn, and then we're gonna bring Mario down here. He's gonna serve as secondary bait if I need him. But I think for the most part, he's just going to sort of stand around in this lower area until Toad gets closer to the goal. So, I also learned something interesting right here. I didn't realize that Rabbid Peach can actually block Toad from moving forward. I thought Toad had, you know, just enough movement here to basically push past Rabbit Luigi or Rabbit, but I think he's actually maybe not, maybe I'm mistaken, maybe it's just because diagonal moves count as one space, so sometimes their movement can be a little bit what's the word, inaccurate, because they can move diagonally, and the diagonal move, instead of like in a Fire Emblem, to move diagonal you would go left and then up, or left and down, or right or down, or right or up. So you're moving two spaces to go diagonal one space. In this game, when you move diagonally, it only counts as one space, because you're moving from, if you're thinking about a number pad on a telephone, which is the opposite. I think I've complained about this before. It is the opposite of a number pad. Yeah, you see, she's got him blocked in. So I gotta actually move Rabbit Peach out of the way in order for Toad to get past her. Which is kind of weird because we're on the same movement turn, so I can't pass them. They essentially act as like an enemy blocker for Toad to move. Which is kind of an interesting decision. You don't really expect that. Sort of like, I guess if they were green units, but again, the green units, you don't control green units in, you know, Fire Emblem games, you know? They control themselves. Anywho, we're just gonna move Toad forward, use Rabbit Peach when needed, otherwise we're not gonna move our heroes until we need them to distract the other Chain Chomps. So that's what we're just gonna do. We're just gonna end our turns here. Because the Chain Chomps aren't themselves moving. So we're gonna move Rabbit Peach first. Yep, put him right there so he can't block us out. I just basically don't want him moving because his big fat ass can block us. We'll bring Toad behind. And then we're, I believe, 2 turns away from the end here. So we're going to leave Rabbit Luigi where he's at. And we're going to leave Mario where he's at, I think. We don't really have any reason other than to try to bait the Chain Chomps first. Which is what I may do right now, just to ensure that they do not go after Toad. Or if they do go after Toad, they only go after him one more time. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna try to move Toad up as far as he can go. He cannot stand in front of the pipe here, so I'm gonna move Mario in, I'm gonna move Rabbit Luigi in so that they do not go after Toad. And instead chew on some rabbit steak instead. Some rabbit meat, if you will. Chomp, 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 chomp. Unfortunately, I forget about Rabbit Peach here and pass my turn. So she's going to take an additional 75 damage, but she will not die. She's more than 75 health, obviously. So yeah, if I put Toad there, there's nothing the Chain Chomps can do to prevent me from winning on the next turn. Because they're too fat to let a second Chain Chomp through, and my guys are too close to the other Chain Chomps so that they can't attack. We will get you safely to a different area though. Okay, Toad, you're still alive. There. Yeah. Alright, one more challenge to go in this world, and then we'll be moving on to the next new world. Up we go! I do love myself a good fluff piece. You know, the old-fashioned, you know, the one thing interviewers are looking for in every candidate. It's always different. Never the same thing. It's always something either abstract or stupid or something that most people already have. They just don't ever talk about it in their interviews. Like, oh, I have common sense. Does everyone have common sense? To a degree, yes. But he's looking for a specific type of, or he's looking for a particular type of common sense that can't be found except on the streets, but I wouldn't dare hire a dirty street person with street stuff, because they're probably filled with illegal drugs and colored skin and shit. Exaggerating, but you know, they always seem to be like, for me, they always seem to be straightforward stuff like, hey, yeah, we're just looking for someone to be honest. You know, honest and tell us what we want to hear. Alright. So, as a quick reminder for this one, challenge missions just have to be completed within the set standard. The whatever you want to call it, the terms, I guess. I'm for some reason blanking on the word I want to use. So even if one of my characters dies here, which they will, I can still complete the mission. Now, if for some reason one of these challenge missions were like, hey, beat this in under 10 turns and don't lose any guys, I would understand that, but even though the challenge missions are a little challenging, they're never so challenging that you have to keep all your guys alive. I just sort of make that as kind of an unwritten rule for myself to, you know, not let any of my guys die because it affects the other missions' rankings. I feel like I should have been able to shoot you. Whatever. Yeah, when you moved. Either one of you, when you moved, should have been able to shoot one of you two, or both. Yeah, I kind of don't want to do that. Kind of blows. And then I'll shoot you with Mario, I think. That also works, because I need to get rid of you as well. So that didn't hit Mario, but it hit the block he was hiding behind and dealt 30 damage to Mario, unfortunately. I need to kill a total of, here, 4, 5, 6 guys. If I kill these 2, that'll put me at 4, and then I'll only have 2 more to go. No. I'm getting up slowly. Because the computer game shouldn't be... The game wasn't programmed to do that. I'm gonna have to upgrade her healing ability here. You know, 30's fine and dandy, but it would be nicer if she died, you know, closer to like 100. I don't know if she gets that high or not, but... Or some, maybe a higher percentage of the total health. I'll have to take a look at her healing ability when I respec all the characters again. Boom. This is where Mario dies because he's too close to this guy, who happens to be a shotgunner. That's 72 damage. Plus, he would have run into me anyways. I was also kind of hoping that he had the cleanse ability on him. He does not! Okay, though. Yeah, we're gonna do this first. Damage the Rabbit Mario, and then heal him up with Vampire. Not sure that ability will return in the next game. I own it, I just haven't played it yet. And that's that. Dirty, but done. This one does not require you to be perfect at all, which is kind of funny to me, but whatever. Whatever, we're all done. Gonna quickly take a look to make sure we got... not missing any collectibles or anything. That just goes back that way. Alright, let's continue down the path. Gotta make sure we got everything we needed. Ugh. I want these badly, apparently. There. All them coins. I like the little freezy pop off to the side there. We used to get those at the when the ice cream man would come around. A little Sonic or Mario or Ninja Turtle or whatever popular cartoon character was in a freezy pop form. Those things were expensive though. I think like a regular ice pop would cost you like $1. And those were like $5 or something like that. $3, I don't know. And this one. And this is the boss arena. Alright, that should be it. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything. Quick peek here, and then I think we'll wrap up this episode and we'll move on to World 3. Guys want to guess whether or not I missed some? For those who've played Mario and Rabbids, you already know the answer, but... I missed 3 chests. Alright, well, we will go get those later on off camera, I think. In the meantime, we're going to open up this area, even though I don't think it's really going to matter all that much. Or maybe it does. I do have the ability to lift. Okay, this will matter a little bit, I guess. Ta-da! More stuff. This block here sort of defeats the purpose. I mean, I'm gonna slide this block here over to get the other block, but then I will use that other block to slide back to unlock this other area. Why? I don't know. Not really a good reason. Oh yeah, there is. Never mind. I lied. I didn't see the red hoop there. Never mind. Point withdrawn. I think the game also reset even if you use that block on the other one later on. And we did it. Yay! And a new weapon. Hog Wild. Alright, well, that is it for this episode. Next time we come back, we're going to be moving on to the next world. And, yeah. Hope to see you guys then.